Put that down.
In 24 hours, we will be seeing WWE's Tables, Ladders, and Chairs for 2015. Hello, everyone. I am your hardcore host, Rick Head. As always, I have the hardcore crew here with me to do this Sunday's TLC picks and previews. First, he's my partner. He's my sidekick. He's the son of a bitch, Andy. Andy, what's up?
Hello and happy holidays to everybody out there in the States.
Yep. And actually, while you're doing, I want to make a special announcement that on the week of the 25th, HWR is going to be taking a little Christmas vacation. We should be back by the end of the year. But let's get back on track. I also have to introduce the incomparable Lance Moss. Lance, what's up?
Oh, nothing much. Just getting ready for this.
Yeah, so let's start off with the Rusev and Lana match. I'm guessing this is going to be a kickoff match because there's really no match, set for the kickoff match. So
Yeah.
it's Ryback versus Rusev. Now, if I really had to think who's going to win on this one, I got to pick. Probably, I'm guessing it's going to be some kind of like a no disqualification. But if I have to pick a winner, I'd have to go with Rusev, only because he's now in that new League of Nations. Andy, what's your pick?
Yeah, I'd go with Rusev as well. I don't think Ryback's got anything to prove by winning, to be honest.
Well, there is actually something. Over the past couple of weeks, they've been kind of teasing of a Ryback turning heel. He's been making some heelish moves, but he hasn't quite, flipped just yet. I think they're kind of dangling the carrot on that one. Lance, your thoughts about this match?
We're unanimous. 3 for 3. I think I'm giving it to Rusev. And now it's too damn early to have a piss break, but concessions break.
Yeah. Well, after that, there is the 8-man tag, and this is Team Extreme, Andy. I talked to you earlier about before the show about how there have been just stables, and now this is an 8-man tag. If I'm not mistaken, it's an elimination match, and that's with Team Extreme is Rhino, the Dudleys, and Tom ECW's Tommy Dreamer, and then of course against the Wyatts. Now, Andy, you really said that you weren't happy with the new stables. You think it's like a clusterfuck. What exactly would you mean by that?
They're just revamping old stuff, and I don't think we. It's like they bring in Tommy Dreamer, and they've got Rhino, as we saw on Monday, and the Dudleys. It seems as though they're having to bring in old school wrestlers to give the new guys something to actually do, like storylines, and we've said it many a time. Bringing old people back into it is nice for nostalgia, but they need to make a mark for themselves, an era that we can remember in 10, 15, 20 years' time. Say, oh, can you remember the such and such era? But it's really, this is now the old school era.
Well, I think they need the nostalgia wrestlers just for some of the fans. I mean, I think we all in agreement here. We really could care less about the nostalgia because we want to see the new wrestlers get pushed forward. But I'm wondering with Team Extreme. Now, this is, I want to make a correction. It is an elimination match, but it's an elimination tables match. So it means that it can be 2-on-3, 1-on-4, and all the other things, but they're doing the tables in. And part of me thinks because they have the tables match, it means that Team Extreme's going to win. But if you ask me, I think it's not going to do the Wyatt family any favors. Andy, your thoughts?
I'm hoping the Dudleys are going to win, to be perfectly honest. I think it was a shame to see Tommy Dreamer having to job on Monday Night Raw to that big guy. I don't know. It's just every time Tommy Dreamer's on the WWE, it seems as though they have to take the piss out of the guy.
Yeah, but I'm sure he gets a very big check for it. So
no, he wouldn't keep coming back if he wasn't paid enough. He's made that quite clear on more than one occasion. If he wasn't paid enough, he's not desperate for the money. So,
all right, Lance, Team Extreme versus the Wyatts. Who's your pick?
Wyatts, because they got to give them a win. They got to let them win a feud sometime, and there's no downside for them. I mean, no downside for the other team.
All right, and then we have a next match, which is a triple threat tag team title match, and that's with the Lucha Dragons, New Day, and the Usos. Now, I don't know if you guys caught, how the New Day's been acting over the past week. Last Monday, they put on these strap-on like horns, which, if you ask me, look like strap-on dildos. I don't know if you caught that one, Andy.
Yeah, that's exactly what I thought. And then when the Divas came in, they hadn't put them on as well. And I thought, dildos, dickheads.
Yeah, pretty much. And then they had those new the Kofi Kingston light up sneakers. I'm like, Jesus Christ, you have to be like 10 to like those shoes.
Yeah.
I don't think anybody else would be caught dead in them.
And who was that diva that had them a while back? One of the Funkadelic girls.
Naomi or
Naomi,
Cameron?
I think. Because one of them used to have them light up sneakers when.
Oh no, that's Naomi.
wrestling.
And Naomi didn't have the flashing ones, but yeah, she does have that. So, Andy, who do you think's gonna either win or walk away with the title?
Unfortunately, New Day, because they're on a big roll, so I don't see anyone taking the limelight off them while they're on such a big upward spiral, if that's a word.
Yeah, I can see that to a point. Yeah, it's if they give the titles up, it's gonna kill the momentum that they've actually been building. So I'm in agreement with you there. Lance, over to you.
As much as I'd love to see Lucha get it, New Day.
All right. Well, now we have the next up. We have the IC title, which is between Kevin Owens and Dean Ambrose. Now, everybody should think. You would think that Owens is going to win, but if I have to go for the pick for Dean Ambrose, whether he wins the title or just wins the match, I'm not too entirely sure about that one. Andy, your thoughts?
I'm going to have to go with a gut feeling, and I think Kevin Owens is going to win. As much as I don't want him to win, I just think he's going to win. Otherwise, what was the point of giving him the title for a couple of months and then taking it off him again? It just seems pointless.
All right, Lance, your thoughts?
Well, I am tossed. I'm split here. I'm going with my gut. I gotta say Owens.
Owens. All right, fair enough. And then moving on to the next match, which is another title match. It's for the United States title, and that's Alberto Del Rio versus Jack Swagger. Now, I really thought they were pushing Jack Swagger over as a babyface, and I would like to see him win the title because I think he needs to finally get that chance to get a good push. He's a former world champion, and he hasn't really been anywhere near there in years. So they're trying to, recreate his character, and I kind of like it a little bit. So, but again, with Alberto Del Rio being in the stable, it just means he's going to be keeping that title for a while, especially, as Andy pointed out, when you win a title, you kind of keep it for a couple of months. You don't you're just not a transitional champion that fast. Andy, your pick.
Del Rio for me deserves it, I think.
All right, Lance.
Yeah, Del Rio.
All right, so and now there's going to be the Divas match, which is Charlotte versus Paige for the Divas title, and of course Ric Flair is going to be in the corner. Andy, does Ric Flair really need to be in this whole storyline? Was it necessary?
No, it doesn't need to be anything at all, and it's pretty obvious that if Paige does win, he'll make sure that she doesn't win by cheating, or something's going to happen. Something's going to involve Ric Flair so he can take his coat off and do his drop shoulder on it, and I don't know, do we really want to see it? Not really. As we've said, Charlotte needs to step away from a father's coattails and prove she's the Divas champion that she professes to be, because at the moment she is just relying on her dad.
Well, the thing is I honestly think if she was even without her dad, I think she could get to where she is today. She's a phenomenal wrestler, but another big question is Charlotte's another wrestler where they've been kind of teasing that she's going to be a heel. Paige is kind of playing a heel, and there's no, it's just, it doesn't really seem to be who's going to make the flip. Somebody's true colors is going to have to come out. Now, if you're going to say who's going to win the match, I agree with you, Andy. It's got to be Charlotte. But who's the true heel out of these two? Um, I'm still kind of at odds. If I wouldn't mind, I wouldn't be surprised if Charlotte did come out, especially the fact that she has the quote unquote dirtiest player of the game in the game, Ric Flair, with her back. Lynch, your thoughts?
I think, and I'm going to quote Paige on this one, that, okay, Rick, we get it. Charlotte's your daughter. Quit coming out here. We get it. You need beer money. Cool. Whatever. But the whole thing of them trying to turn her into the nature girl, bad idea. Because it's never worked.
Well, I think we all.
The second generation thing's never worked anyway.
Okay. Now,
this could be one of the best matches of the night if they let them. But I'm going, yeah, Flair's getting involved, hook or crook, Charlotte's keeping the belt.
yeah, I think, again, something we're all in agreement with. And now we got to move on to the main match of the night. And that's for the WWE title. Sheamus versus Roman Reigns. And this is going to be in a TLC match. So, the question is really, who's going to win out of this TLC match? I'd like to say Roman Reigns would win it, but I just don't see him winning the title just yet. If you ask me, he's going to have the title around Royal Rumble or even at WrestleMania. Lynch, your thoughts?
Yeah, I have to give it to Sheamus for one simple reason. He has the League of Nations, and there is no outside. There's not a disqualification factor in a match. So Rusev, Del Rio. I'm missing one.
Oh, Rusev. It's Rusev, Del Rio, Sheamus, and Wade Barrett.
Yeah. One of those three, or hell, all three of them are going to help Sheamus retain.
No. Well, and, I don't know if there's going to be any other matches. I wouldn't be surprised if they kind of throw in one or two matches because there's no official kickoff match yet, as of at least to my knowledge, as of right now. So, right now, guys, we're going to wrap this up. We want to know what you think. Who's going to walk out with the WWE title? Between Paige and Charlotte, who's going to show the real colors, true colors, and who's going to be the real heel? And what about Ryback? What's his story? Is he, turning heel? Is he turning babyface? Or is he just kind of just dangling the carrot? Please put your comments in the comments section below. Make sure you like and subscribe to us over at HWRShow, and check out we have the subscribe button in the upper right hand corner. As always, I'd like to thank the Hardcore crew. First, he's the son of a bitch, Andy. Andy, what do you got going on? Where can people find you?
Yeah, you can find me at www.stokehaunted.com, and we've just done our last investigation, and I'll be posting the footage. It's already done. Parts 1, 2, 3, and 4 already done, so I'll be posting them probably tomorrow or Monday at the latest.
All right. And Lance, you're over at Lance Moss TV on YouTube.com. What do you got going on over there?
I got album reviews, NASCAR discussion videos, redneck Norman videos, musical equipment reviews, some rants. Every Wednesday, I go live with Lance Moss TV and friends on my channel. Never know who's going to show up. Hit me up on Twitter. It's at Lance Moss TV. I do have a question for everybody, though, out there. Between Paige and Sheamus, who's the lighter shade of pale?
I don't know, but it's pretty close. I know we called him mayonnaise for a while. I think John Cena was the one who started that joke. And
well, do you know how Mick Foley normally comes out as Santa Claus every Christmas?
Yep.
Is Sheamus going to be Frosty the Snowman?
Well, with that, guys, for the Hardcore crew, I am your Hardcore host saying we'll see you when we see you.